So if you've never heard of Andrew Tate, luck is on your side. However, I am here to ruin that luck for you right now because it's just too fun not to go through some of the business ventures that this man has going on. You may remember him from a year and a half ago. He became pretty infamous on Twitter, which he's now been suspended from about 9 times. For just some really outlandish tweets. Never seen Star Wars? None of them. Never will. Oh my God, you're missing out. Maybe. You're missing out on being a multi-millionaire. Keep your movie. Andrew pictured with a Bentley. Absolute incredible troll. That obviously went super viral because Star Wars fans on Twitter don't come to play. Andrew's basically a former kickboxing champion that's turned into this playboy, international lifestyle entrepreneur type and a massive troll online.
4-time kickboxing world champion and self-made millionaire. And I live, I don't want to brag, pretty awesome life.
He's the master life, business, and success type, you know, that depression isn't real type, that if you ever watch Star Wars, you're probably dirt poor, but I can save you if you only give me $1,500 for my master class type.
I have endless female adoration. I own casinos, 12 supercars, 6'3", sexy as fuck. That's who I am.
He's like a discount Dan Bilzerian, but not quite as rich and just way more of a prick.
Getting girls is easy. What I do is I retain women. Not only do I retain women, I train them to be the way I want them to be. I make them fiercely loyal. They allow me to f their women. They do anything I say.
Don't get me wrong. I have nothing against like success, money, cars, women, that lifestyle, whatever. But this dude, he just takes it to another level of complete chauvinistic, egocentric, douchebaggery that's just on another level. And he's got the troll part down on Twitter, but after you watch this guy a little bit, you realize that's just who he is.
The average expectations put on the average child or the average person or the average man, I have always blown out of the water without even trying. It's just been easy for me.
So I'm less interested in his history at this point. My friend Mr. Gigi, back in April of 2019, made a good video when he was kind of going viral for the Star Wars tweet where he dug into some of his content. Definitely worth a watch.
I can't cover all of it. Just rest assured, he does let us know that his penis is very large and veiny because he never watched Star Wars.
I'm more interested in the guru side of Andrew Tate, the website where he directs everybody to go and all of his content, why he's sleeping with all the girls in the world and driving all the sports cars, and he can teach you how to do it for a small fee every month or every year, right? So we're going to take a peek at
CobraTate.com.
King Cobra Andrew Tate. Let's just look through a few of these here. He's got a PhD program for $400. He trades Forex, of course. This is the War Room, which I showed you at the beginning, which is a mastermind for $1,500 a year where you can learn to be peak physical condition and treat women like, seduce women like objects. Fitness program, obviously. Iron Mind, 6-week mental resilience training. God, the resources are insane. Networking brilliance, the Hustlers University. Stacks of cash and him lighting up a cigar as the thumbnail to that. That's probably a good one. That's about $1,300. God Mode, the elite playboy tactics of Tristan Tate. So he has a brother, actually, that is just like him, who's into the same lifestyle and selling bullshit courses. Master chess, of all things, you know, slay women or get really good at chess. Cobra Tate has a course for everybody. And I thought that was hilarious at first, but I looked into it, and the reason is his father, I guess, was a professional chess player, like a champion chess player going up. So that's part of his shtick, is he treats life like a game of chess, which, I mean, chess is a pretty dope game. I'm not even gonna fault him for that. The Instagram playbook, of course, you're not a guru unless you're selling an Instagram playbook. Let's take a peek at what we can get for $300 here. Let me go ahead and save you guys the money, all right? Just post consistently on Instagram, a bunch of pictures of hot girls in sports cars, and use hashtag entrepreneur, hashtag hustler, and the follows will certainly come rolling in. You'll build a very loyal fan base that way, no question. Now, actually, if you could just pay me instead of him, that would be great. Let's see what Hustlers University has to offer. Looks like we got plenty of pictures of cars and girls on boats to get the juices flowing to make you want to join the Hustlers University. And a screenshot of Tate's portfolio, which is up 3.17%, valued at $1.1 million. All right, I have to join, but let's watch one of these 2 promotional videos first.
Modern university is the biggest scam in the history of Earth. It suffers from double inflation. Not only every year are there more degrees than there were before, but the price also goes up.
All right, I'm not going to even argue against that. He's not really wrong.
Degrees are everywhere. Every year, millions and millions more appear.
Professor of generating cash, by the way. Maybe if you take Tate's PhD program for $400, you can then become a doctor of generating cash. There is no shortage to what this man can do for you.
I'm going to teach you everything from start to finish. Everything I've ever learned about business. I've run so many companies, from making money as a professional fighter as running a company. I have 100 business tips I'm going to teach you.
100 tips? Good Lord, Tate, don't give away the farm on one course. You got 15 other courses, you're going to be running out of tips. Jesus, not even Ty Lopez gave that many tips away. And for what, $400 or $500, dude? Relax, all right? I was sold like, give me 10 tips, a top 10, top 15 maybe, of how I can start a webcam business as you suggested, and we'll talk. Just, you're selling yourself short here, Tate.
Forget studying. You can either go to university and look at books and study and be a geek, or
academics, losers.
Watch this course from start to finish, and I guarantee you.
All right, enough, dude, enough. I'm sold. Can we add it to the cart, please? 27 reviews on Hustler University. I've looked through some of the other courses. Everything has 5-star reviews, so you know it's reliable, and you know that nobody's having a bad experience. God Mode, the elite Playboy tactics of Tristan Tate, his brother. Let's see what he's all about.
My name is Tristan Tate, famous for running one of Europe's largest webcam studios. But here in my home country, I'm famous for something else.
Scandal. Tristan Tate, new girlfriend.
People assumed I always had beautiful women because I worked in adult entertainment. Wrong. I got into adult entertainment because I've always had beautiful women.
Oh boy.
I had my first ever girlfriend when I was around 11 or 12. I actually used to walk around school holding her hand.
Absolute savage. Hand holding in middle school. Jesus Christ is rolling around in his tomb right now. That is insanity.
Now the other kids didn't quite understand. They used to laugh at me back then. Who's laughing now? I love having...
I'm laughing now because you just flexed holding hands with a girl in middle school. I'm not sure what's happening.
Elite playboys do not pay for sex. Now I know there's going to be some smart mouths saying, oh, with restaurants and bars and clubs, you're always paying. Wrong.
Jesus. All right, well, are you making them pay? How is that wrong?
When a man buys dinner and drinks to seduce a woman, she comes to bed with him because she wants to.
Seduce sounds like such a dirty word, doesn't it? I think the word seduce got canceled. In the Me Too era, I don't think you're allowed to seduce women anymore. But these guys live in Romania. I'd probably do whatever you want over there. I don't know.
When some loser pays a woman for sex, she's coming to bed just to get the money.
Don't you run the top webcam model studio in Europe? You just called your entire client base losers, bro. What is...
Real playboys never pay women for sex. I have now put my secrets together in a comprehensive course that teaches you how to live a life like mine. There is nobody else with my credentials teaching this stuff.
Absolutely true. You will not find another man with his credentials. Playboys surrounded by women, sure. Dime a dozen. Held his girlfriend's hand in middle school before it was cool and just flexed on all of the loser people that are paying clients for his webcam girls? 1 in a million.
Wrong.
I can't even front, okay? Like master classes, like building your network, taking courses on how to like run a business and educate yourself about money. Like I see the value there, but courses about how to get laid, those are like ultimate, that's like an ultimate money. Just wow, you just light your money on fire. All right, if you need to pay someone $800 to teach you how to get laid, I'm sorry, you've already lost. You'll be learning how to use your current collection of women to meet new women. What does that mean? Like, are women just Matchbox cars now? You just pull out your collection and a bunch more come around that you can add to your collection? Like a harem? Where the most beautiful women hang out. Please. It's GameSpot, obviously. I'll give you guys that one for free. You don't need to buy this course. My technique for keeping multiple beautiful girlfriends loyal and exclusive to only me. Manipulative much. Now, I'm not going to part with 500 euros to pull back the curtain on this course. But boy, what I wouldn't give to be a fly on the wall just to see what's going on. I don't know, is he doing webinars, Facebook groups maybe? I just picture these guys that bought this course and I'm like, oh, so Tristan, what do you do again to initiate sex with 2 girls and keep 19 girlfriends? Okay, buy them, drink, make sure top is open. Take roof. Give me a break. It's 2020, dude. Get with the times. Everybody knows the only way to get a girlfriend now is on OnlyFans. And thank God they apparently have a course for that. OnlyFans Fortunes for 1,400 euros, baby. Oh, dear God. 1 customer review. Powerful content, return on investment won't take long at all with Tate's system. The pandemic has resulted in a huge increase in traffic to OnlyFans. Men are thirstier than ever. It's fair to say that's not a one-off spike either. The Western world is producing more and more timid beta males who don't have the balls to approach a real woman, especially an attractive one. I mean, he's not really wrong, I don't think. So I'm not what are they doing? Are they pimping girls on OnlyFans? Like they're setting up the infrastructure and marketing it correctly, and the girls obviously get like a percentage, and then that has to be what they're doing. In this program, you will learn how to make $10K a month with as little as 30 minutes of work per day. Well, now I get why all the girls are doing it. So we're only getting started with Tate's offerings. We're not even on page 2 yet, for Christ's sake. It's how to be a G. That's what I'm saying. There's no end to what we can learn from the Tate brothers. Well, I think I've had enough motivation for today, and I'm not saying that informational products and online courses are all bullshit. I'm just saying that 99% of them probably are. Oh, by the way, you're not a thoroughbred international playboy unless you dip your toes in the Flex Life music scene.
I've been flexing on the broke boys. Flexing on them, flexing on them. I've been flexing on the broke boys.
Jesus Christ.
Flexing on them, flexing on them. Used to get my money on the block.
Oh my God.
Came from the bottom to the top.
Can you imagine a more generic video about money in yachts? No, you can't. This is it. This is the dream. After all, I've had enough motivation for one day. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. We'll be back soon with a brand new video. Thank you so much for your time. I don't take it for granted. You guys have a great rest of your week. Peace.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the second channel. Boy, do I have some interesting news to go over today. It's just come to my attention that Andrew Tate, who you may remember from my video about the Alpha Male Club, that like insane business slash degrading women slash firebending club, the guy from that video is apparently under investigation for some absolutely devious acts. And I should probably say before I get into what they are, be warned that this video is gonna cover some heavier topics such as potentially sex trafficking and abuse. So I would definitely steer clear of this video if you are sensitive to those things. And that is because this article from the Daily Beast came out that said police raid MAGA king of toxic masculinity, which I suppose is Andrew Tate, in human trafficking investigation. If you're gonna show this can you blur it, please? Because I don't want these fucks who make this sparkling water to get any free promo. I haven't really read this article yet, so I'm curious to see what it says, but in the video, I talked about how he has this like webcam empire where he convinces women who would never do any kind of sex work to get into the webcam business. And it sounded to me very abusive and manipulative. And in my head while making that video, I'm thinking like, this literally sounds like sex trafficking. But since sex trafficking is a crime and I don't want to like defame this guy who might have been running a very legitimate business, I didn't want to be like, this guy's a sex trafficker. But lo and behold, this dude is literally under investigation for sex trafficking. Holy shit. I mean, this is insane. Romanian police raided the home of prominent pro-Trump online personality Andrew Tate this month as part of a human trafficking investigation. Before the April 11th raid, Tate was best known as a kickboxer and a vocal Trump supporter in the online far right. I guess I didn't realize he was such an outspoken Trump supporter. I mean, that makes sense, like given everything we know about him, but I did not come across that when I was making my video about him. I guess I was mostly just focused on the club, and we dove a little bit into like the kind of stuff that he does on the side or like how he makes his money. But yeah, I've since found out a lot more about him, so we'll go into that too. He's got a very far-right presence. On social media, Tate portrayed himself as a wealthy cigar-smoking playboy, prompting one admirer to dub him the king of toxic masculinity. But Tate's treatment of women had an ugly side. No shit. One of his admirers actually dubbed him the king of toxic masculinity, but get this, he actually didn't treat women too well. This is stuff that I didn't know either. In 2016, he was booted off the British version of Big Brother over a video of him hitting a woman with a belt. Jesus Christ, dude. Am I allowed to even say this in a YouTube video? It's just crazy that like, a lot of his followers probably don't know this about him. I feel like a lot of people are just like, no, this guy just like gives dating advice. And sure, he's a little bit harsh sometimes, but like, he doesn't hate women. He's not like an abuser. And then lo and behold, he's being literally investigated for human trafficking. Also, 6 years ago was booted off a show for beating women. Let me see if I can find him on Big Brother at all. I don't watch Big Brother, so I didn't know anything about this. Andrew Tate enters the house and causes chaos. Yeah, that sounds like some shit he would do. Oh, there he is. Look at that fine specimen. I am kind of curious to see him interact with other human beings, because he's usually like alone, surrounded by only cars. The only things that truly understand him, cold machines.
They're going to be like, well, who the hell's actually nominated him in here? He gets on with everyone. So they're not going to understand.
The second he gets around other people, he's just extremely overwhelmed and can't form a sentence. I'm around real women and men for the first time? Fuck, what do I do?
I think Jackson, Marco,
speaks.
kind of
No, but right now,
Jackson
right now with the dynamics that are going on in the house, I definitely think Marco's going to be the better choice.
we don't
to fuck people.
Well, we're going to do a vote. We're going to do a vote on this one.
Yeah,
Marco.
vote.
He seems kind of shy. I don't know. Everyone else is like interacting and he just kind of chimes in occasionally with like, no, we should do this. Oh, I think we should. Maybe this is before he got his giant ego. Okay, anyway. Apparently he was kicked off because he was hitting women. This March, Britain's Daily Mirror tabloid profiled him and his brother Tristan Tate and their Romanian-based business, which used webcam models to trick men into sending the brothers tens of thousands of dollars. Wait, huh? It's also like a scam business? I thought it was just like webcam type, sexy stuff. In one video on his YouTube channel, Andrew Tate said 40% of the reason he moved to Romania was because Romanian police were less likely to pursue sexual assault allegations. Dude, you're telling on yourself. You're self-reporting. Holy shit. Dude literally said he's moving to a country where he won't be prosecuted for his crimes. Oh my God. Tate's unsavory activities didn't stop him from building links with the stars of the Trumpian right in 2019. Tate palled around Washington, D.C. with prominent online Trump activists and conspiracy theorists. He was on InfoWars a few times. On April 27th, a spokesperson for the Romanian Policy Agency added that no one has been charged or arrested yet in the case, but the investigation is ongoing. Okay, so Andrew Tate apparently hasn't been arrested. They just raided his house. Why did they raid his house? Video from the raid shows police officers armed with rifles milling among Tate's sports cars with the neon Tate logo on a wall in the background. Another video showed Tate and his brother being shoved into vans by police officers before being driven away from their home. Kind of sounds like they were arrested. He wasn't arrested. He was just kind of shoved into a van by police and driven away to jail. Oh shit, it's like the actual place where he films his videos. Am I a little bit surprised that those cars are actually there and that he like apparently does own these cars, or at least like, has possession of these cars? Am I a little bit surprised? Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised that he's not just flexing. Am I impressed? No, I'm not impressed that he made this much money doing the absolute most evil thing in the world. A Romanian newspaper reported that the raid was sparked over reports that an American woman was being held captive at the Tate house. Police found both the American and a Romanian woman in the building during the raid, according to the report. Oh, well, that seems pretty cut and dry to me. They got reports that a woman was being held captive, and they went there and they found her. No girls were found in my house, and nobody was arrested, Tate said. Yeah, dude, I think both of those things are actually wrong. It seems like allegedly a woman was found in your house, and also you were escorted away from the house by police. So, I mean, it seems like both of the things you said were not true. Also, it's kind of funny that it seems like the only thing this dude cares about from all the videos I've watched about him is like getting attention from women and like making it seem like women are all over him all the time. So I do kind of enjoy the fact that he's now trying to make it seem like there's no women ever at my house. There were no girls girls were found at my house. I never have girls in my house. Women hate me. Andrew Tate appeared to address the raid in Instagram pictures featuring him smoking a cigar in a staged interrogation room as faux police officers loomed over him. Tate added a caption, "Officer, I think we can all agree that bitches love to lie." This is insane. I mean, like, honestly, I'm not that surprised because the video that I made about him before really made it seem like he was a sex trafficker. And it turns out that that might be becoming true. All right, let's see if we can find him talking about this on Instagram. I'm curious what his comments are from like his supporters. Okay, so I guess he's in a fake interrogation room smoking cigars. This post has 37,000 likes. The top comment is "Real G. Can't break the unbreakable." Oh my God, he's got stands, dude. He's got like Andrew Tate's logo as his profile picture and his username is Tateism. Everyone's commenting "Real G, Big G." Is that like Andrew's nickname? Everybody calls him Big G. What does that stand for? None of his fans seem turned off by this. This is very disturbing. Yeah, they do. They do lie. They lie. They love to lie. That's why I moved to Romania, actually. Because I know that women are gonna try to lie about me so much that I actually have to move countries where no one will believe them. I cannot believe you took pictures. Okay, well, obviously this isn't the actual interrogation room, dude. This is like the stairwell of an apartment building or something. These are obviously staged. It's not obvious to stupid people. Man, people are obsessed with this guy. What the fuck? In front of a McDonald's, I have a Bugatti. The Big Mac. People just listing foods. The Big Mac. Someone else comments, hash brown. People are trying to order things from Andrew Tate. Fries? French fries? Okay, hold on. I think I've just found the first negative comment on an Andrew Tate post. It's in front of McDonald's, and someone says, "Why are you even advertising this BS? Why are you advertising McDonald's, dude?" And people are commenting under, "I'm hoping he owns a few franchises. Otherwise, I have no idea." You guys are upset he's in front of a McDonald's? That's what pisses you off? This dude had a woman in his house being held captive, allegedly. And all the comments under that post were like, "Hell yeah, brother." You know, in all of the other posts, he's also promoting a BS business, but it's his BS business. It's his webcam scamming empire. You guys aren't upset about that at all? McDonald's, oh, fuck them, they feed people. It actually does seem like his interrogation post did underperform. This has 37,000 likes. Most of his other posts have like 43,000 likes, so maybe he did lose a few people with that one. But then they came back for the subsequent post. They were like, "I don't know about this man, but hell yeah, he's walking in the desert. Hashtag top G. He's big G. He's cool G. He's top G. He's smart G." All right, now I gotta Google insulting words that start with G. Negative words starting with G. What can I call this fool? Goofy. That's what the G stands for, goofy. You absolute ass. You literally own G like the letter G was made for you. Yeah, you are literally such a goofball, dude. You are so goofy and silly. I remember seeing some TikToks of him that were insane too. Here's one.
A lot of people ask me, "Andrew, why do you have a machete next to your bed?" And my answer,
Oh my God, did I just like that on it? Oh shit, dude, I did not mean to like that.
a lot of people ask me, "Andrew, why do you have a machete next to your bed?" And my answer is simple. Why wouldn't I have a machete next to
I don't know, maybe if you weren't like involved in a bunch of illegal businesses, that would be one reason that you wouldn't need to keep a machete under your bed. Maybe if you were nice to people and you didn't have to worry about people coming into your house to kill you. Those are just a few things I could think of.
Why don't you have a machete next to your bed?
Because I'm just a YouTuber. I'm not, you know, holding people captive in my house.
Really not weird. In fact, there's at least one, depending on the room, between 1 and 3 machetes hidden in every single room in my house.
He says that's not weird and then goes on to make it even more weird. No, it's not weird because I actually have hundreds of machetes in my house. It's not weird because I'm actually extremely paranoid.
Some little pussy-ass dude once said to me, "Yeah, but if it's next to your bed, what if you like upset a girl and she catches you cheating and gets a machete?"
Bro, there's no female alive
Calling women female? Excellent.
that would stand a chance against the immense power I possess.
The immense power he possesses. Bro thinks he's a supervillain. Bro is a supervillain. Bro, he's a superhero, bro. Whoa, is that the real Mike Tyson? Did this video get taken down? Oh, this one was so funny. It was about him, how he can't read. Fuck, where'd that video go? Let me see if I can Google it. Andrew Tate doesn't read. Stop reading books. Reading makes you stupid. Andrew Tate on reading books. Yes, please tell us, Andrew. Please tell us how you got so smart.
Reading books is a very cheap way to, I guess, entertain. I wouldn't call it entertainment because my brain is far too advanced. I'm too smart to read.
Yeah, you can tell from those Big Brother clips how smart this guy is. Everyone's talking and he's just like, Yeah. You're too smart to read? What does that even mean? You can't be too smart to do things. You can be too dumb to do things, but being smart makes you able to do more things. It unlocks new possibilities. You'd be able to read newer, like more interesting things that would like expand your brain in different ways. What the fuck are you talking about?
I need action. I need constant chaos in my life to feel content. I need to be driving a supercar and fucking fighting.
Yeah, dude, dumb people drive and fight? I don't think so. They read.
I can't just sit there, oh, and the pirate on the boat.
The Pirate on the Boat? That's the only book you could come up with? Yeah, I think you were reading a book for like 6-year-olds. I could understand that not being mentally stimulating for you. Actually, for you, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, if you couldn't even make it through that, then I understand why you don't like reading. And the saddest thing is, when I Googled this, you see these are all posted by like Tate fan accounts. Tate Speech, which I think is his account. Tate Aikido, Masculine Excellence. These aren't people making fun of him. These are people posting clips to be like, hey guys, the new Tate just dropped. He says don't read anymore. Don't even read the title of this video. Just look at it. Click it and then fight the video. Get in your car, play the video while you're driving really fast, and then just start punching your phone. That's how you get smart.
Nothing is stopping me from becoming Batman. Nothing. I have a bat cave.
Okay, yeah.
I'm charismatic.
I'm charismatic. Sorry, I'm just gonna keep playing the clip over and over of him sitting in the room like, I'm charismatic, dude. I'm suave with the women, all right? When I'm in a room, everybody knows my presence. And I don't just sit there silently. Like the one time anyone's ever seen me in a room with other people, how I did back then, that's not how I do it, man. I'm charismatic. Nothing's stopping him from being Batman. I mean, he is rich and does have cars and shit, but I think there is something stopping you from being Batman, and that's why you're not Batman, right? You're not actually out like fighting crime, helping people, trying to make a difference in the world. So there is something stopping you. I understand why it's kind of hard for you to put your finger on it, but it's your personality. It's like the way you view the world. That's what's stopping you. Because you're right, someone with your amount of wealth and charisma should be using all of those things to help people. But instead you have a podcast where you talk shit about women, and you have a business where you exploit women and use all of the money for your own personal gain. So I think, you know, if I could help you out for a second and just like point to the thing that's stopping you from becoming Batman, it's just like, it's just you. It's just who you are. Oh, and the top comment here says hair. Yeah, that too. Ooh, people in the comments arguing about how rich he is. Yeah, bro, he's not that rich. And then the person who posted this video said 100 million plus. LMAO, definitely not. Yeah, Batman is $100 billion. Batman owns satellites. I don't think Tate can afford that. Yeah, that's true. I mean, even if this dude is rich, he is not as rich as Batman is. How much is Andrew Tate worth anyway? Now I'm curious. This website says 20 million. This website says 30 million. I honestly actually don't think you could swing it. I don't think you could be Batman. $30 million? You know, Batman has like military grade equipment. You know how much like one military thing costs? Military stuff costs so much. Like everything costs $1 billion, I feel like. How much a tank costs? Okay, so if you want the Batmobile, that's basically a tank that's gonna run you $6 million. That's already a fifth of your net worth, dude. The Batman suit, I mean, that's gotta be another $1 million. There's so much R&D that goes into this stuff too. Also, Batman keeps his identity secret. There's no way you could do that. You would be bragging about it constantly. All right, well, anyway, that's all I wanted to cover in this video. I just wanted to do a quick update. Thank you for watching. Sorry if this wasn't very funny. I just thought it was kind of a necessary update to the video. So, yeah, thank you for watching and goodbye.
Why did you choose Bucharest to live?
Good question. That's a good question. So, I'm disenfranchised with the West. I'm anti-West. This is a completely different pivot now, but my political views are completely anti-Western. I think that the West is on a serious moral and economic decline, and I would rather live in a society which I see is on the way up than on the way down. I think America is becoming more and more violent by the day. Taxes are getting higher and higher. Police powers and police control are getting more and more strict. You're living in a society where you have to be scared of the criminals, scared of the police, scared of the tax man, scared of everything. And I don't see what the benefit of living there is. I don't see it. Same in England. You look at London 10 years ago compared to London now. I can't wear a nice watch in London. Not like I used to be able to. Like, London's not even safe at night, most places now. I'm risking getting stabbed to pay 60% taxes. But and then on top of that, the police want to give me a fine for not wearing a mask. It's a police state. If I'm going to live in a police state, I want at least to be provided with safety. If I go to Dubai, it's a police state, but it's safe. I can wear $1 million watch all day long. I know I can't fuck with the law, but at least they've given me my safety. In the West, they're gonna take all your freedom and not provide safety and then want to police your Facebook comments. Why would I stay here? I have money. I don't need to stay here. So as soon as I realized I didn't need to stay here, then I started looking at the world, and you realize the world is small. Because all the problems I just described is all of Western Europe and America and Canada is all the same. All of South America, if you're flexing and living a good life, you're risking getting your head chopped off. Australia is a fucking penal colony. Fuck them. Southeast Asia, a lot of it's crap. I mean, I don't want to bang Thai girls and run around in the sand.
Lady boys.
Yeah, exactly. You know, so you start running out of places, and then you start looking, and the only places to really live that I've enjoyed in my life are Dubai, but that's just one city. You get bored of the city, there's nowhere to go, or Russia and Eastern Europe. So in Eastern Europe is very much a safe place unless you piss off the wrong boys, right? So Eastern Europe is a completely different way crime works. In England, crime can be very random. I was walking down the street, wrong place, wrong time, he stabbed me. In Romania, the chance of a random attack is zero.
More mafia, more organization.
But if you fuck with the wrong guy, you're going to disappear. But that's the same everywhere in the world, right? If you fuck with the wrong guy. So I would rather live in a society knowing that I have to respect certain people, but the chance of random violence is zero, than England, where you still have to respect certain people and there's a random violence element, right? So I knew some very important guys in Romania. I didn't want to live in Eastern Europe the way I live. You can't just rock up to Ukraine, start pushing a Lambo and fucking a bunch of girls and not have trouble, right? But in Romania, I had good friends to make sure that didn't happen. So I had very good friends there from fighting, and I went to Romania, and we became business partners on a bunch of other things, and now it is what it is. So I feel very, very safe there.
You can't hack having a personality. You can't trick a girl into thinking you're something you're not. If you want a woman to really respect you, then be a man worthy of respect. It's really that simple. And on top of that, one of the easiest ways to be a man worthy of respect is to refuse to take disrespect. I see so many guys who let women disrespect them all day long.
Like, well, what do you see women doing to men where the guy just takes it? Give us examples there.
I think we all agree women shit test men. And you have to be able to handle that and deal with it in a very, conservative way. Obviously, you can't flip out and be crazy. But I've been on dates with girls where they've just pushed it too far. I've been sitting there and they're like, oh, guys like you think this and blah, 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 just insulting me basically after about 5 minutes. I was extremely polite. I said, look, I'm sorry. You're an independent woman, so you can pay for your food. I'm uninterested in speaking to you any longer. I'm leaving. And when I left, I've never had a girl chase me so hard because it's just a man who told her to fuck you. Don't disrespect me. I'm not taking you on a meal to be disrespected. And guys take this crap from girls all the time. I see it all the time. Girls making fun of them, or girls on a date, or a girl talking to other guys while she has a boyfriend. I mean, I know the modern world says that's cool. To me, that's absolute disrespect. You're with me and you love me and you want to text this dude all day, and I'm supposed to sit here and let you? She's testing your caliber as a man. Mm-hmm. You either stand up and say, get out my house and I never want to see you again, or stop texting that guy. And if you don't stand up as a man, it's only a matter of time till she sucks some other dick anyway. I mean, this is the harsh reality of the world. I've been in this game too long. I've seen it. I've seen it over and over and over again.
Do you have another example of disrespect?
I think a whole bunch of things women do by standard nowadays are disrespect. My view, and this is why I'm seen as an extremist, is that my view, the only happy relationship that can possibly exist is with a man leading and a man in charge. Any other relationship is always misery. If someone breaks, I'll ask you a question. If you're laying in bed with your girlfriend and someone breaks in the house, who has to go downstairs and risk their life to defend the other? We do. So if I asked you for a cup of coffee at dinner and you want to complain, to me, I'm like, so I have to risk my life if someone breaks in here. Someone tries to rape you on the street. I'm the one who's going to die protecting your honor, but you have a problem making a cup of coffee? Like my view on if I say,
so you think it's so you're saying you think it's a double standard?
Yeah, it's absolutely a double standard. And if I said to my girl, can you make me a cup of coffee? And she said, no, I just find it extremely disrespectful. I'd say, okay, well, you're not going to make me a cup of coffee. I don't see the point in this relationship. Because authority, this is the thing. Responsibility and authority are linked. And this link has been broken. If you're responsible for someone or something, you have authority over someone or something. If you're responsible for, let's take a child, you're responsible for that child's safety. You have the authority to tell that child not to put his finger in the plug socket. How can you be responsible for something if you don't have authority over it? A captain of a ship has responsibility for that ship. So he has authority over everything on the ship, because if the ship sinks, it's his fault. So if I have responsibility over a woman, I have to make sure she's taken care of, her physical needs are met. If she has financial needs, they're met. I'm a man emotionally. I'm her rock if she gets upset. I'm responsible.
Now, by the tone of your voice, I'm not sure if you're saying you're okay with that or you're complaining about that.
Well, no, I have no problem being responsible. My problem is if I'm responsible without the authority I deserve. So if a captain is responsible for the ship, but all the shipmates told him to fuck off and didn't listen to him, why would he want to be captain? How can he possibly do his job? If I'm responsible for the girl in the relationship, then I deserve the authority that comes with it. I'll make sure you're fine. I'll take care of you. I'll make sure you have the nice shoes if you want nice shoes. I'll give you nice birthday presents. I'll keep you safe. I'll protect you. But if I want a cup of coffee, I expect you to make me a cup of coffee.
When you had the 75 girls, did you sleep with everyone?
No, I couldn't. There's too many. There's no way. So I wasn't sleeping with most of them. I say up to 75, I was probably still only sleeping with 5 or 6. I tried to go like very legit businessman with it and not sleep with the girls, etc. But that's when I learned my lessons, right? I learned so many lessons from that period of my life about male-female dynamics. So many lessons. And I learned that women are loyal to the dick they want to suck and nothing else. And if they're not having sex with you, they're going to have sex with somebody else. They're not going to go sexless. And whoever they're having sex with is the person they're going to listen to ultimately. And that person does not want them naked in another dude's house. Why would they, right? So I was trying to motivate girls with money. So the girls who loved me and worked for me, my main girlfriends, they'd get probably around 20% of their money. I'd keep 80% of the money they made. So they basically worked for free. They worked for my love and attention. The other girls was the other way around. I'd keep 20% for all the help I gave them, the premises, the typing, because by that time I had a room of typers. I had like 4 or 5 girls who were full-time professional typers. They were ugly, but they were smart. And then I had the pretty girls on the cameras. So I had like a professional setup. So I was taking 20% of the money from them and they'd get 80% of the money. So I was trying to motivate them with money, but motivating with money doesn't work for 2 reasons. The first reason is if a girl has no romantic interest in you, the idea of her making you money off of her tits offends her. Like you're using her tits. It's like grabbing a girl's tits who doesn't like you. Do you understand what I mean? There's something weird about it. They didn't like it. I'd buy a new car and they'd be like, fucking, why is this guy? Why is he getting a cut? Even though I was getting a minuscule cut for the amount of work I did for them, I was getting very small from these girls because these are the girls who I didn't know romantic interest in. That was the first thing. So they were abrasive. They were idiots. And the second thing is, the man they're sleeping with is always like, hey, why the fuck you working for this guy? We can do this ourselves. You can do this yourself. Fuck him. He's exploiting you. Because they don't want the fucking girl working for me, right? And what's amazing is every single time a girl quit, because we had a professional setup, because we had expertise, it's like a podcast, bro. You have a podcast. If someone were to go, I could do a podcast, go on then. And then you'll see them fail, right? So these girls would be working for me making 10 grand a month and they'd be keeping 8 grand. I took 2 grand. They'd quit, try and do it with their boyfriend, make 1 grand a month, and then quit. Every single one who stopped working for me ended up failing and begging for her job back. 100% rate, right? So what I started doing is, me and the other girls, I started having firing girls parties. Every single time a girl would get fired or quit, we'd have a party. And when you'd have a party about a girl quitting, all the girls would stand around and laugh. Oh, she's going to end up asking for her job back. She doesn't appreciate what Andrew did for her. Ha, 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 da, da, da. And then girls didn't want to quit because they knew there'd be a party about them. And they didn't want there to be a party about them. Do you understand? I had girls come to me saying, look, I have to leave. I'm sorry. I really have to leave. Please don't throw a party about it. Like, because they were so scared of all the girls who used to know them, like mocking them behind their back. So we had like this groupthink thing going on. But I wasn't tricking anyone. I was just saying, look, you can make a bunch of money. I never exploited anybody. I never hit a girl. I never hurt nobody. I didn't even have to raise my voice. I was a positively inspirational and motivating person. I was a pimp. I made them feel happy doing what they did. They liked working for me. So that was it as a whole. It was a very happy environment. There was no slavery element. You're not going to get a girl to work 12 hours a day, 6 days a week by being mean to her.
Look, so let's talk about, we're getting to the political aspect quickly. Okay. Why in London are Muslims so rich? I'll tell you why. The Muslims own all of London because their women are in check. So I had a Muslim friend when I used to go to college, and he drove a Ferrari and he was 19. And he worked in a chicken shop. He was making like $1,000 a month. And I was like, how the fuck do you have a Ferrari when you're making $1,000 a month? He goes, well, what happens is this. I have a wife at 19. I have a wife, and my 4 brothers have wives, and my mom, and all 5 women stay in the house and they cook and clean and provide for us men. And then us men, our only job is to go out and make money. And then we put all our money together and then we buy properties and buy expensive cars and we share them. So, and then he said to me, he goes, the problem with white people, you said it, the problem with white people is if you were in my family with 5 people, or 5 brothers. You'd go rent a place because you want your own space to fuck your girl, and you'd go rent a place, and you'd go rent a place, and you'd all be paying separate rents, and you wouldn't pool your money, and you couldn't live in one house because all the women wouldn't like each other, or the men would argue, and the woman want to look after the men. He goes, so all your assets are divided and scattered, so you can't make money.
And that's before all getting divorced too.
And that's before you're getting divorced. That's right. They're not going to get divorced either.
Yeah.
So if you have women in check, it's absolutely a massive benefit. I can wake up in the morning and say the first words out my mouth. I can wake up, coffee. It's the first thing I say, not hey baby, coffee. She'll get up, she'll make me coffee. I'll come out to a clean house and I can sit down with my coffee and start making money. That's it. If I had to be like, hey baby, are you okay, baby? Oh, you're in a bad mood today. Oh, let me cheer you up. Oh, let me make you a drink.
You should do like a comedy video like about this being a bitch. Like, oh baby.
how the fuck am I going to get paid if I'm doing that shit?
Yeah.
So having women in check is absolutely a huge advantage to your life, because I don't agree with MGTOWs. As a man, you need feminine energy. I'm telling you now, I say this. If you're sick, let's say you get the flu, every once in a while you get sick. You know when you're fucking dying, you're sick. You want a woman, make me tea, massage my head, I'm dying. You need women around you, and you want women who love you. But you don't want to deal with all their shit. So it's just getting the balance right. You do need women around you, but you need to be good with them so they love you and they respect you and let you do your things as a man. I know that's not easy, but that's what I teach. I never say to guys, look, give up on chicks. It's the wrong way. You need chicks.
And if you don't have your shit together, they'll destroy you.
Yeah, they will. But they're ruthless. But that should be all the motivation in the world to have your shit together.
Yep.
Shouldn't it? Like, I mean, I fuck beautiful women. So if I have to have my shit together to fuck beautiful women, that's fine by me. Okay, I'll get my shit together. Fine. All right, my shit together. Okay, come here. So it's good for me. But yeah, having your stuff together with women is massive advantage. And Muslims prove this. Their shit's together completely with women. So yeah.
I drink alcohol. I drank alcohol through my entire fight career. I drank alcohol when I was a world level athlete. To this day, I drink alcohol. I drink vodka because I think it's fun sometimes. In fact, many times I quit alcohol. I'm getting older now, so I do get hangovers and shit. And I'm thinking, what the fuck am I drinking for? It's stupid. But you just end up drinking, don't you? My brother has a saying. He goes, we'll drink some G&Ts and bang some threes. Sometimes they're fours, but whatever. But you always end up drinking alcohol. And you meet people who don't drink. When you drink often enough, you meet people who don't drink. And I have nothing against people who don't drink. If you had like a drinking problem in the past, or you don't want a fun life, then fair enough, don't drink. But if you're gonna not drink and pretend to me your life is as fun as when you did drink, then you're dishonest. You can say, my life is less fun, but I still don't drink alcohol. That's fine, I accept that. But to sit there and say, oh, I don't need to drink, I have fun without drinking, then you're a fucking liar. Every time I meet one of these people who has fun without drinking, I think, fucking hell, I need to hang around with this person. This person has fun without drinking. They're permanently drunk. They must be hyper in their minds. They must be supercharged, and they're permanently ready to do some fucking crazy adventure and wake up the next day in another country with no clothes on. This person must be amazing. But instead of being amazing, they're actually the complete opposite, and they're just boring fucks who don't know what fun is. Of course you have fun without drinking if your idea of fun is shit. You have a shit life and you don't know what fun is. Every single time I've had fun while drinking, the kind of shit that went down is not the kind of shit I can put on YouTube. You guys who followed me on Twitter before they banned me again will remember my little rant of what happened in London when I ended up with crackheads and cocaine and girls fighting and the drug dealer hitting the guy with a stick. That was because I was drunk out my fucking mind. I got drunk and I started hanging around with these random people and shit went crazy. That doesn't happen when you're sober. It simply doesn't happen. Every single cool story I'm told begins with, I was drunk, or I was high as fuck at the strip club, and then. It doesn't start with, oh, I was enjoying my vegan smoothie, and then. Your life is just mundane, and you do mundane things, and you have no spontaneity, and nothing bad happens. You just have a normal, mundane, boring life. And because you still go to the club along with the drunk people, you pretend you can have fun without drinking. You don't know what fun is. I know what fun is, and let me tell you something. It requires booze. I did, if you're watching this and you don't understand about what happened with the London rant, I did a little video summing it up before I got banned from Twitter. I tried to put it on YouTube and they removed it because it's not safe for YouTube because of the huge levels of cocaine. I don't do cocaine, but this dude I was with, he did fucking cocaine. So it's on the website, so check out tateshinkai.net. It'll be on there somewhere and you'll see the London my London adventure, my vodka-fueled London adventure video, and you can see what real fun is. And I challenge anyone who doesn't drink, who has fun, to come along with some kind of story like that. Take Shinkai.net. The products on there, every single one of them is absolutely top quality. We have the PhD course, which is guaranteed to change your perspective and change your dynamics with women. If you want more women, get the PhD course. My fitness program, I don't go to the gym. I stay in perfect condition with 30 minutes of exercise a day from home. The fitness program allows you to stay in shape without messing around, without driving to the gym, in the comfort of your own home, 30 minutes a day. The chess program, you need to understand why chess must be mastered. And if you don't understand, watch the chess video. As for the t-shirts, mugs, everything else, there's nothing better than walking around with a Tate t-shirt on. Everyone knows you're not a bitch. Get to the store today and support the channel.
So weird.
It's full clown world slave mind. And I mean, look, the programming, it's like, I curate my reality very, very carefully. Like, I don't even really read my own YouTube comments. I don't really, because it's just bullshit. Like,
Why would you? It's terrible.
Yeah, I really have an existence where I only talk to the people in my network, the people I do business with, my brother. I live in a country which is sensible. I really am not around much of this, but I accidentally pick up bits of it. But I really try and curate my reality very, very carefully, because it's actually one of the things that's amazing to me. I said this the other day. Everybody understands that you're the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Everybody understands that.
Dan Pena.
Everybody understands that. But they understand that and still hang around with fucking losers.
True.
It's like, is that not the ultimate mark of being a dumbass? If you understand that that's the truth and you don't curate your friendship and curate your reality, then you're a loser. I had a guy join the War Room the other day, my private network, and he joined, and we have multimillionaires in there. We have a billionaire in there. I bought a Bugatti purely to add Bugatti owners to my network, so we have Bugatti owners in there. We have guys connected to the point where I can't even say on YouTube, right? A guy joined, he's 19, he ain't nothing. He goes, look, I know I don't have any value to give, but I'm just here to learn, and I understand that if I stand a chance of escaping the Matrix, you're the man I need to be around. And I was like, you're absolutely intelligent. Instead of spending 19 sitting around playing video games, that's the smartest thing you could have ever done.
Sure.
His life's going to change forever, right? Because he's around people who understand. So all the people out here who sit there and go, yeah, you're the sum of the 5 people you hang around with the most, yeah, and then go hang around with dickheads. You're an idiot.
But most people are like that.
Yeah, because they're idiots, right? You have to curate your reality, and there's nothing wrong with saying to people, you know what, I've outgrown you. You know what, I'm on a different path to you. You know what, X, Y, Z. Sometimes you got to cut people off, because if you don't curate your reality, they infect your energy.
That is a big one, man.
They'll infect your energy.
It's like, it's negativity. It's being around it. I remember cutting off like a really good friend for a good period because of that negative draw. You know?
100%.
Yeah.
Because as much as I don't want to sound airy-fairy, I have noticed, I have a saying, and it's not a very remarkable saying, but I use it all the time, and that's dumb shit leads to dumb shit. And I say that for an example, like, let's say you leave your car unlocked. You're unprofessional, you leave your car unlocked. Now it gets stolen. Now there's a police case. Now, dumb shit leads to dumb shit. So when I'm around people who do dumb shit or unprofessional things, or they're not smooth, or they don't get their shit right, or they're negative, I refuse, because it comes true.
Yeah.
It's like you make it true. If I hang around with your stupid ass long enough, all the stupid shit you're talking about is going to happen to me.
Yeah.
So it's like you speak it into existence.
Yes.
So I refuse to be around it. Dumb shit leads to dumb shit. Everyone I talk to is such a fucking winner that when I sit around, all I can do is accidentally win.
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit, bam, more money. Like all you can do is win when you're around winners.
It's true.
It's all you can do. So you have to be very, very selective, and you have to very, very carefully curate your reality. And that's why I created the War Room, because it's a global network, but you have to be global and you have to be online nowadays, because if you're a normal dude living a normal life, you're never going to meet winners in day-to-day life.
Yeah.
Because they're all slaves.
Yeah.
So you have to find that guy in Singapore who's a winner, those 2 guys in Dubai who's a winner, 1 in London. Like, it's hard now.
Yeah.
It's getting harder and harder. But yeah, I don't tolerate negativity around me. I refuse to tolerate.
Imagine a man who owns a casino. So obviously you're gonna be a bit intimidated by the man who owns a casino. Like, what kind of friends does he have to own a casino? Now imagine a man who owns 15 casinos. And imagine said man was a retired 4-time kickboxing world champion.
Good shot there from Tate! I told you this kid is dangerous!
He got in the ring last month after smoking cigars, kicked the fuck out of someone for fun. Imagine said man had $10 million worth of cars, 16 supercars. Imagine this man's living in Romania, a mafia-infested country. He just rolls up. He's respected by everyone. He goes where he wants, does what he wants, fuck what he wants. No one fucking talks to him. No one touches him. Big G. Imagine this man is going to teach you how the world works. Are you ignorant enough to sit there and think that this individual doesn't know something about life that you don't know? Imagine this man was a certified pimp, had over 75 women make him $10 million online. Imagine you knew a man with beautiful women in the webcam game, bitcoins on the blockchain. And imagine this man said, look, I know something about the world you don't know. Are you stupid enough to not listen to said individual? If when I was broke, I met a casino-owning pimp, world champion kickboxer, who's affiliated up to the highest possible levels. I'm talking about 10 passports. Political friends. Political. Fuck the mafia shit. Because the real mafia are the politics anyway. And he said, I'm going to teach you about life. I'm going to allow you to join my network. I'm going to give you the blueprint to absolute freedom. You know what I would do? I'd fucking listen. If Mike Tyson tries to teach you how to throw a punch, you pay attention. Do not DM me any more stupid fucking questions. If you're serious about your life and you're serious about learning from me, you just DM me, I want to learn. That's it.